Hey, what's up? I'm Kelly Norton and I'm your AZ Realty Lady. And I am a real estate agent of over 20 years here in Arizona and also a Valley native. I help people that look to relocate to or within the Phoenix and surrounding area. So today I wanted to jump on the computer and kind of show you what area is considered the North Phoenix area. And then later in the video, we will definitely talk about the pros and cons of living in North Phoenix. So let's get after it right now. Hi, I'm Kelly Norton, your AZ Realty Lady at eXp Realty. Count on me for all things Arizona real estate. All right, so now you can see my map, and I want to show you on a zip code map the area of North Phoenix. Now, I just figured it'd be easier for you to know what zip codes, because when a lot of people are doing home searches, they're doing it based off of zip codes if it's within the same city. So here is, I just want to show you on the map. So your downtown Phoenix area is actually going to be further down here. And the North Phoenix area is considered closer to that Loop 101 in the North Valley. So here's your Loop 101 freeway coming across here. So the 51 also connects here. Okay, so the 51 is what you would take from the North Phoenix area to get to the downtown Phoenix area if you worked in downtown. If you needed to go to Scottsdale, then you would just head to the east here and go to Scottsdale. This is North Scottsdale, and then you have South Scottsdale down here. And then your Tempe area comes in over here, and then the airport and downtown Phoenix, and then we have North Phoenix back up here. So your North Phoenix area is going to be pretty much this location. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and get a little highlighter for you. All right. So 85027, that's still considered North Phoenix. And some people would consider 85085 also North Phoenix. It's getting close up there to the Desert Hills area, but it's still considered Phoenix. So this is all North Phoenix. Then you come down here to 85027. Now, right now, this freeway that you see is the I-17. This is the highway that takes you north if you wanted to go to Sedona, if you wanted to go to Flagstaff. That's this highway here. So you have Phoenix that goes all the way down into this area, but your northern Phoenix area is really going to jet across like this. And then you'll see 85254, which is this zip code. That is a Scottsdale zip code. So Tatum Boulevard right here, you have 85254 Scottsdale for the houses right here, and you just jump right over on the other side of Tatum, and then you have Phoenix address 85032. So this right here is going to be also Phoenix, and then it kind of juts up and around here. So, okay, so this area right here that you see 85022, 85023, so this is known as the Moon Valley area. So when the area was growing and you didn't have as much development up here further north, this was really North Phoenix, 85032 and 85022. 85032 is actually where I grew up. That was my zip code. And then I had moved over here from being in the 85310 area code. So over here, 85032 is right next to Scottsdale, 85254. So you tend to see some a little pricier homes right here that are on the border, because really one side of the street is Phoenix and the other is Scottsdale, like we mentioned before. You also have that same situation right here in 85054. So this location up here is what is known as Desert Ridge. You have Desert Ridge, Tatum Highlands kind of cuts up into this area right here. Part of Tatum Highlands and Tatum Ranch, they have Phoenix. Tatum Highlands starts right here and then goes to the other side of Jomax, which is this street here. And then you go into a Cave Creek mailing address, and your school districts do change right there. So you can be in the same community in Tatum Highlands right here, and you could have Cave Creek Schools on one side, and then right here you could have the Paradise Valley School District and Pinnacle High School as your high school. So you could have two different high schools if you're on one side of the street. So you want to keep that in mind for North Phoenix as well. And then here you go into different high school districts as well. So right here it would be Paradise Valley High School, which is the home of the Crest School, which is where my son goes. It's an engineering high school. It's not just engineering, they have STEM, but he's in the engineering division of that high school. But they do have bioscience. They have losing track here. Computer science, engineering, and they have these three divisions. So that's an excellent school, and it's nationally rated and recognized, and they do get college credit as well. So if a very highly ranked STEM school is important, you have that right at Paradise Valley High School. So even though that's not our neighborhood signed high school, we do drive him there for that education there. So back here, 85050 and 85054, those are your Desert Ridge zip codes. And you get into a little bit of a mountain area here, 85024, that's also North Phoenix. So really this area that goes a couple miles north of the 101, and then a couple miles south, and then you do have 85028, which you see right here. It looks like 85928, but it's 85028. This is also a very nice mountainy community. It's surrounded by the Mountain Preserve, Phoenix Mountain Systems. So that is great. Now those cross streets are going to be roughly 32nd Street in Shea, 24th Street in Cactus, and there's mountains all in that area as well. So if you're looking for something in North Phoenix that is going to be mountainous, then it's going to be 85028, or you're going to be 85024. And you get a little more deserty when you get up here in 85050 and 85054. And then if you want real mountainy, then you've got to head up more north into these areas. But 85022 also has a mountain in it as well. That's called Lookout Mountain. So there is a mountain range or kind of a single mountain right there as well. So this whole North Phoenix area is definitely known for some of the hiking trails in the mountains, mountain biking, and really easy to get to location wise. So the Loop 101 goes here, and then you have the 51 again that splits right down. And if you need to hop on the 17 to go north or south, you have those highways. So that's one of the major pros that we're going to talk about here in a moment, is location, location, location. All right, well, I'm back again. I'm Kelly Norton, your AZ Realty Lady. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a Valley native and a 20-year agent here in the Valley, helping people relocate to or within the Phoenix or surrounding areas. That's including Scottsdale, Mesa, Tempe, Gilbert, Chandler, Maricopa, Casa Grande, Buckeye, Avondale, Peoria, you name it, I can help you. So feel free to reach out. And if it's an area that I don't cover, I can definitely connect you with one of my partner agents. All right, so pros and cons of living in North Phoenix. Now let's start with the cons. There's only a couple cons, far more pros, okay? So put your mind at ease with that. So the cons are definitely gonna be, number one, the pricing. It sits right next to Scottsdale. The location is phenomenal, but the prices are definitely getting a little higher. So your entry level in this area is really gonna put you closer to that $350, $400 range for a small home. If you're looking for something that might be around 2,500 square feet, might be 20 to 30 years old, that's gonna put you more in that $700,000 to $900,000 range in that Desert Ridge and North area that we talked about on the computer. So in that 85032 location, 85022, those homes are primarily built, in the 70s and the 80s. And those areas are really getting pricey as well. So
really you're going to want to be north of that 500 range if you're going to be trying to get any type of a decent size home. There are some condos in the area that you may be able to get in the $300,000 range. But unfortunately, trying to stay under 200,000 in this area no longer exists, which is a con. Okay. There's a couple age-restricted mobile home parks that have homes that are teetering right along that 200,000 range. Palm Lakes Village is one of those communities at 32nd Street in Bell. And even though, you know, there's a couple that are under 200, there's a bunch that are up near 300. So just keep that in mind, that the prices are definitely a little higher. You're close to Scottsdale, you're close to downtown Phoenix. Commute to downtown's only like 20 minutes. So, which is a great pro that we'll talk about, but the con, the pricing. Okay, so another con for you is going to be new construction. You're really limited to resale homes. There's not any land really left. So you have to buy something that's already existing. And on the few areas that there is new construction, those lot sizes are much smaller. So if you want a lot that's decent with a decent yard, you're probably going to need to buy something that's a resale. So for some people, that's a con, that they can't buy new construction and get that same lot size that they want. So so really those are the two main cons that I have for you, would be the price and then a lack of new construction, and that lot size is really part of it as well. If you want a bigger lot, most of the time you're going to be looking at something that's on the resale market in the North Phoenix area. Okay, so let's talk about the pros. So I think the number one pro, location, location, location. This is an excellent location because it's close to downtown. It's close to Scottsdale, where all the happening is. You have the Gulf Open, you have Barrett-Jackson, you have in Tempe and Scottsdale and a bunch of areas in the West Valley, you have spring training. So it's such a central location without the Scottsdale zip code. Scottsdale prices are even higher than North Phoenix prices. You also have major shopping nearby. And so that location is really, really key. And tied into location, another pro is going to be traffic, because you're kind of center line right there near the 51 that we talked about. You have the 51 and then you have the 101. You aren't going to be experiencing heavy traffic. Like if you were coming from Buckeye and trying to get into downtown Phoenix, you're not going to be everyone shoveling in on one highway, because you're kind of in that central area of the valley. So traffic in the morning, if you're trying to get to downtown Phoenix or get to Scottsdale, super easy for you. So not a bad drive to downtown Phoenix, about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, depending on, you know, what area of North Phoenix that you're in. But if you're in that area that I showed you in 85022, which is Moon Valley, oh man, you're only like 15 minutes. And if the freeway's backed up, you can just take 7th Street all the way down. So lots of options there for you. Okay, so another pro is that you have major malls and major shopping really close by, and you have multiple shopping centers. In some of the areas of the valley, when you get out there, there's really like only 1 or 2 grocery stores to choose from. North Phoenix, you can drive a mile and hit another grocery store. You can go a mile or 2 and hit another TJ Maxx or a Ross, Kohl's. You have these major little shopping centers pretty much every couple miles. So lot of options for shopping, dining, restaurants, everything is really close by in that North Phoenix area. All right, so another pro is going to be that I-17 freeway. So the I-17 is going to take you north, which can get you to Sedona in about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes from North Phoenix. Or you can get all the way up to Snowbowl, which is one of the ski resorts in Arizona. And that's only going to be 2 to 2.5 hours away. So the location's great to just hop on the highway, be out of town in just a couple hours. And remember, Flagstaff, wow, you have snow there, you have amazing weather. tall pine trees. So in just a short drive, you can go see all 4 seasons if you would like. So don't let people fool you. Arizona is not all entirely a desert. We have mountains too. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the pros and cons of the North Phoenix area, and stay tuned for other videos. And if there's a specific video that you are looking for to help you with your relocation, please comment here. And remember, subscribe to my channel, and have an awesome day. I look forward to hearing from you. And remember, text or call is the best way to reach me. Have a great day.